10. All right, cool. Leva, if you want to choose two people at random, I won't look.
Oh God, so many.
It's moving fast.
1 second.
Okay, guys, you can stop now. You can stop. You can stop. 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 Please.
Laura, shall I WhatsApp you?
Yeah, yeah.
It will just
What's
get
up? Me
stopped.
like, stop it, guys. I'm not. I'm not. Taslim is not gonna
That's
go
not
come
gonna
back. Okay,
stop
he's back.
now. That's not gonna stop now. I think we're gonna keep getting profiles
Oh
now.
God. All right, cool.
See,
Stop. Done. Okay. Amazing stuff. Okay, Leva, you chose two people, yeah?
Yes.
All right. So number one is going to be Daryl Strasseri. And then number two, we've got Lila uh Presian. Apologies, I'm Mexican, so I have all the excuses in the world to mispronounce things. All right, cool. So who is it? So okay, Daryl, can you comment in the chat what the problem you think is? Okay, wait, no, actually no. Never mind. You haven't posted in a really long time. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Daryl, you're probably new into a platform, most likely. Yes. So all right. This is amazing because we have a completely clean slate, right? And so what I'm gonna do is obviously analyze. The first thing that you need to make sure that is that the first thing that I want you to start doing from today, if you're actually going to take this advice and implement it, it's free. You know, people would pay thousands for this, so please take this advice. You need to start actually building your network because what I'm assuming here is that you have two problems to start. And this counts for most people here that haven't posted on LinkedIn in a really long time. You probably have dead connections that you've accumulated over a long period of time. Yeah, like your old college friends, corporate people that from your old job. Yeah, so many of you probably have had LinkedIn for ages, but you haven't used it because you just used it as a job seeking platform, right? So now, when you're like now pivoting onto a new offer, you actually want to start using it because maybe you're like using YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or email. You want to start using it, but the problem is that if you are not getting new connections, your content may not perform well because it's going to be pushed out to your fast connections. So LinkedIn actually, the algorithm essentially, it works as within the first 30 to 60 minutes, LinkedIn will show your post to your fast connections fast. And so your goal is to get as many fast connections liking this fast post that you post, right? And so to increase that chance, you need to add more people. So how are you going to do that? Well, essentially you can just go and look, okay, financial analysts, like find people, entrepreneurs, etc., and you can just add them, right? You can check their LinkedIn, see if they're active, or you what you can also do is hack people and actually go onto people that are active. So let's say Harry's also a coach inside of the Known Club, which is the accelerator program. We can get into that later. Harry's incredibly active. He's got an incredibly active audience. He's also an agency owner, right? So then you can go into his comments and see who's active. And then this is your way of verifying that the people that you're adding onto LinkedIn are going to be active on the platform. They're posting content and they're already validated that they're interested in content about agency stuff, right? So changing life, building agency owners in 90 days. Okay. So I'm not gonna look at your profile because I already did that. But if you paid attention, you already know what to do here. Like this needs to be way more specific. You need social proof, and then here, passionate. Like these two things contradict each other, right? Passionate financial literacy advocate and entrepreneur, but this one is saying changing lives for agency owners. Like which one? Or if it's both, make your USP very clear, because people don't care that you're passionate about financial literacy. They care about you being passionate about making them money, right? So, you know, um, making business owners an extra $100,000 every single month using AI automations, making business owners an extra $50,000 a month using email, right? Specifics here
Also, Laura,
matter.
quickly,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should use words like passionate. And
Nah.
I have a very simple filter. I think these are called superlatives or whatever, but I have a very simple filter for anyone, and that is, you were saying, teach me implementation. So here it is. If there is something that anyone else can also and will also say, you are better off not saying it because that means nothing. It's like a company saying, we're very innovative and we care about our customers. Well, what company doesn't care about their customers? Or what company goes and says, no, we hate our customers, or we're not innovative at all? Every company claims that. So don't make claims that everyone else is also making.
Yes.
I'll let you continue.
Yeah, sorry, I was unmuting myself. I think he's so right though. We've come into LinkedIn stage number 3, which is we are done with the corporate jargon, passionate, um, what is it? Unlock, unleash, all of these words that essentially mean nothing, but you'll see them on a pitch deck by JP Morgan. You want to avoid them, right? And an easy racer like Taslim is just like you can either ask AI, hey, is this an overused word? Is this too fluffy? Like the best content on LinkedIn is the one that isn't fluffy, that it doesn't sound like AI generated or that was copied from something else or that you're just making things up. You want to be seen as an expert in your niche by giving straightforward advice. You always need to think about how can I make what I do as simple as possible. All right, so Daryl, I don't know if you or you're here. Can you say give me a one in the chat? I have a question for you because I can't speak to you directly. Can I do? All right, Daryl. What does your agency do? Or like, how do you help agency owners? What is the offer? So I can see, can we do better? Yes. Resounding, yes. Okay, so there is little context here for me to go from. So just tell me the offer. And we'll create 2 pieces of content from an educational point of view and storytelling. And then over time. So in the meantime, while we wait, the reason why this, Taslim, Lara, what do you think about removing connections followers? Is that a good strategy? Taslim, I think you and I agree on this. Personally, yes, I've done it before for clients. I think it can be a waste of time if you don't have a VA, but it can be a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think, look, if you are a small account, don't worry about it. But if you have a whole bunch of dead people or dead audiences in there, then yeah, you should make some space for new people for sure.
All right. I think, okay, Daryl. Okay, I work with business owners and their employees for retirement planning and insurance. Okay, so one thing here though, why is that not here? Like you're talking about changing lives, building agency owners in 90 days, but then your thing it's about retirement. So we need to be quite clear on the 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 how your LinkedIn can be quite broken because maybe you started doing things and then something else changed. Everything needs to be conducive to each other. So I don't see the word business owner and retirement planning on your banner, nor I see it here. So this is something that you need to be focused on. Okay, it has not been updated. All right. So then what I'm gonna do, let's use some different profile. No, it's fine because like this is a problem that everybody has at some point, but it can be easily fixed. Okay, please write me an educational post regarding this. So this is one of the GPTs that you'll get access to at the end of the webinar. And then we insert as little context as possible. Most people don't need more money, they need financial literacy. So if you can see the psychology of this, and I'm going to break it down, writing it live here. So what I like to do with AI is you get it to ideate for you. You get it to make you the basics of the content. And I'm going to show you the psychology behind why this would work. Firstly, the breakdown of the lines. If you were in my last webinar, you understand why this is important. It's important for visual formatting, so how people skim read. Taslim and I may disagree on this because we have different ways of writing. I like this, but Taslim is more long. We can go both work. It just depends on you. So most people don't need more money. So what is this doing? Immediately is making people think about, okay, what do you mean? So it's like curiosity loop is being opened, right? They need financial literacy. So this is why I said again, and I made you go through the main thing that we went about on day 1 of the last 3-day challenge of the webinar last week. Positioning. Why is positioning important? Because it then can relate back to your post. So if Daryl has financial literacy in his headline, then this post will make sense when people are reading it because they'll see his headline and then the post. So then it makes them more likely to keep on reading because they're seeing him as a subject matter expert, even if he's not proved himself because maybe he doesn't have followers or not that many testimonials. So like we're consistently rehooking people in. We're making them people. What we're making us as we're serious. What do you mean? Lord Karen, but yeah, same too. What's happening in the chat?
I don't know what's happening in the chat, but you know what? This hook is actually really good. I am I'm literally in awe of how good that came out from like the tiniest of prompts.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we live in these times. I remember when we used to have to think for like, oh my God, 4 hours I'm trying to figure out what hook to write, and now you just go in and put something and it comes out so good.
Yeah, I
Love
agree.
it.
All right, so we'll move on to a different thing because people are asking, but ideally, you guys, this is still useful for you to implement because even if Daryl can't implement this right now, you can still get the logic out of this. So why does this work? Problem, we're using a simple framework, and I'm gonna write it down here for you. Problem, agitate, solution. This is one of the most well-known copywriting frameworks in the world, but most people fail at implementing because they just see it as that. So they'll just write, I don't have money. Please help buy my coaching. And then that's why people don't really write good LinkedIn content because they don't get the nuance within the actual post. So we opened up with a problem, we immediately showed the solution, and then we told a story, right? So the story here is important because it is how you're entertaining people and getting them to like you, right? This is the whole point of personal branding. You are narrating a story that is about you, but really it's about them. You're getting them to see you, to see themselves through your lens. And then you give them a step by step or something that's very clear and immediately actionable. So when they implement it that day, they get to think of you, right? I have this theory that when you create a habit change in someone's life, they'll love you forever, right? This is why many of my customers are still on this webinar after watching me on another webinar 3 days ago. Hi, Beverly, I see you. Hi, other people. Because they know that every single time I'm going to say something that will make them think something again because I've already done that habit change once for them. So when you do that, like every single post, think about it from this lens. What is the one single action that I can do with my offer and expertise that can make a significant change immediately, right? So we're gonna do the other person. I think it was Lila. But hopefully, do you have something to say, Taz?
Yeah, also while you're picking the other person, just want to tell chat that because they're asking what plugin that is. It's not the plugin that did any of the magic here, just so you know. The thing that did the magic were the GPTs that Lara used and Clio, which she used, and those things. So don't worry about trying to get the plugin, whatever that is. I think she just uses it to look at the format.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Um, even the GPTs are based on our expertise, me and Tas's. Okay, so we have okay. Right, so you need to stop this immediately.
Yeah,
Stop it. Stop it.
yeah.
Stop it. Um, okay, so why stop? And even Jasmine himself will say it. When you are reposting someone else's content, you are being seen as a groupie or just a follower rather than an expert. Like if an ideal client comes to your profile, they're not gonna see your post. They're seeing someone else's post. So they're gonna go buy Jasmine's thing. I know you're trying to support him and that's completely fine. But if you're going to repost a post, then delete it after 12 hours, right? The only reason why Jasmine is asking you to repost his post is because it's giving him an increase in engagement in a short period of time. After that, the post kind of like loses its lifetime value. So you're not even helping him at that point, and you're actually hurting you in the process. Because imagine this. I find you somewhere, maybe it's a podcast, maybe it's a newsletter, maybe I met you at a conference event. Then you tell me that you can help me with my CRM and SaaS thing. And then I go and try and look at your content, but the first thing I see is someone else's. And so it's not it's you are in the game of positioning you. and then helping others, not the other way around. And I really need to be very clear because I also do this. Like, I also ask people to repost my content, but when it comes to clients and people who I actually, I'm directly helping, I'm like, please don't do that because it's not going to help you get to where you want to be. Okay, so now, what will we write content about? So my working formula: listening, understand, act, solve, success, trust, wins, building lasting relationships, delivering. Okay, so I'm still a bit confused as to what you do here. So maybe a little bit more specificity. So like, what is the result of your work? So Taslim actually asked me this question earlier, when I was walking him through the Known Club, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, but I'm seeing that it's 6 weeks of program. I'm seeing you get like a bunch of videos and exclusive masterclasses. You get all of these coaches, but what is the thing?" And the thing was an accelerated program that gets your business to be insanely profitable in 4 weeks, right? That was the thing. So what would that be for you? You need to be hyper clear and specific on what that result is for clients. And this, you guys, every single one of you will benefit from this advice. I have to repeat this to myself at all times because we can get so lost within our offer that we forget what we're even selling. It's so it's so common.
We think that everyone else looks at our business from our point of view. And I can see that in this profile here, because, for example, in the banner, it says, listen, understand, etc., etc. And this must be a great person or whatever, but we don't understand anything that you do, not
Yeah.
from your activity or the profile, unfortunately. And that sucks because it looks like you might have some great things to say.
Oh yeah, like your profile looks really pro. I think it just lacks specificity
Yeah,
and obviously
it just doesn't say anything.
yeah,
It just says a whole bunch of words that don't mean anything.
they're great words though. I like the banner.
Yeah.
I like like okay, cool. So now let's get writing some content for you. So customer success and B2B sales professional. Okay, so my question is, okay, for who? For what? What specifically? Revenue growth for who? Like I have many questions. I see that you're maybe you're trying to be a freelancer. Maybe you're trying to just build your personal brand while you're doing your job. If you are in the comments, like just please let me know because this might be the thing. But anyways, tell us honestly how difficult it is to create a successful business by generating leads through LinkedIn and be viral creator at the same time. There is immense amount of viral LinkedIn creators on LinkedIn. No, it's being there's 1 billion users on LinkedIn. There's only 1% of people posting. Like it is not hard. It is not hard. What is hard is to get people to do things. Getting
Can
you
I give
to,
the most honest answer to that really quickly?
yeah.
It is, there's only two options if you want to have a business, okay? The first option is that you can open up a shop that actually has a storefront. And I did that. I had a bubble tea shop before I had LinkedIn. And every day I would sit there and I would be like, if only I can have more people walk in front of the store, I would sell so much bubble tea. And you know what? I can't control the traffic outside my store. I buy into a place and it is what it is. But the only place where you can do that is that you can do it at LinkedIn, is you can control the amount of traffic on your store, aka your profile. And so people ask, hey, how easy or hard it is to actually run a business on LinkedIn? And I relate with that question because I used to feel the same way or think the same way. What I would suggest you think instead is, what can I do to actually run that business? Because how hard is it's always going to be hard. The question is, do you want to make it harder for yourself or do you want to actually get it done ASAP? Like that's what you need to be thinking about. And you can obviously by listening to Lara, etc., stuff like that, learning, implementing, because there's hundreds of thousands of people that are running six-figure plus businesses on LinkedIn.
I agree. Okay, so a lot of people are asking me to move on, but you guys, I think we're missing a really key important part. I can turn, and me and Taslim can do this. Like, we can make her go viral even if we have no context of what she does, because we can use two very specific things. We can use strategic arbitrage, and we can use her story and her unfair advantage. For me, what I know so far is that she knows something about technology and sales, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and think about that, and then she can correct it when she wants. And then the second thing I know is that she has a story to tell. I may not know that story, but I can fabricate it very easily, and she can almost guarantee. I can almost guarantee that it would be relatable. So let's talk about the thing that Taslim actually broke down earlier, which was talking to people with jobs on the platform. Okay, so Lila's or Lilia's first post could be about remote work, okay? Or could be about being in the workplace, or could be about workplace culture while being in tech, or while about being a woman in tech, okay? So what I'm gonna do is please write me a post. Actually, we're gonna go to the AI. Okay, so we're gonna start again. Write me a post about corporate workspace and being a woman in tech. And then please use woman in tech in the hook. So what it's gonna do is actually go ahead and ask, like, it literally new storytelling post. Woman in tech shouldn't mean woman in silence. So then here, what we're doing is polarizing, right? The AI is literally telling us the structure of this post. I can 100% almost predict that she can actually use this, okay? Because it is broad enough that
This is so good.
everybody in
I'm
the
just gonna.
workspace, yeah. What?
Sorry, I couldn't control my comments on this. This is so good. Women
Okay.
in tech shouldn't mean women in silence, but that's what it felt like. That sounds like the start of a roller coaster post that I really want to read. So good.
I think it's something that you would write, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why I think it's good.
I'm not gonna give you ideas. He's gonna make me want to post this.
No,
But
no.
yeah, you would though. Okay, so essentially, yeah. So that's how we write content essentially. So you need to think about it logically. The AI will get like yes, we're gonna give you all these AI things. And say it's the same with templates though. Like the AI content is only going to take your fraction away. If we posted this straight up, Taslim will say, okay, no, this is gonna be a flop because this is just either a little bit too basic, it's lacking some emotion, it's lacking personal story. Here, this is too broad, it's too basic. How about women in tech shouldn't mean work in silence? Last week, I quit my job because of X. 2 days later, I got thing, right? Now, this is incorporating something that's different, still very much relatable, but it's your personal story. And then you break down exactly how this impacted you. So, this is my reminder for women to never be silent ever again. Advocate for yourself, all of these things, right? So, we can do advo- uh, advocate for yourself, pitch yourself loudly, work um, for your dreams, whatever. Either obviously making things up. But essentially, this is how we start a good story with the aid of AI, not the other way around, right? Through ideation, we got the winning hook, but now we need the true meat of the story. Taslim, do you have anything to say before I start taking questions?
Yeah, I mean, you could also have dialogue in that post that would kill it. So, for example, I didn't know women in tech meant women in silence, and then, but that's how I felt with in my last conversation with my boss, and then me, boss. People will be like, "Oh my God, I need to know what happened," and so those are things you could absolutely implement. But you know what? Man, I don't know, maybe because it's so early, but I am so impressed by this GPT. It pulls out some real good stuff. Like I
Yeah.
only if it was invented like 10 years ago, I would have saved so much time in my life.
We used to spend hours writing, to be fair.
Yeah.
But again,
Hey,
like,
I want these GPTs. I'm gonna stick till the end so I get them. This is so good.
but personally, even like, imagine a GPT plus Taslim teaching you how to use it. That's
Well,
better.
yeah, of course, of course, of
Okay.
course.
Taslim and I will roast one post. Leva already chose it for us, so please don't spam your LinkedIn in the chat. Okay. So I'll go faster seconds, and then we're gonna roast a a post of your picking tasks.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I love roasting posts,
Yeah,
so
I know, same.
no
So
problems.
we've got Michelle.
But just before we do roast the post, I just want to say, whoever's post we roast, we still love you. It's just content.
We're just being honest.
We absolutely love you. We're
We're
trying to
giving you the
be
honesty
your
that you need.
exactly.
All right. So we're gonna roast the, I guess this one. Oh, this one's about corporate. So she's following your guidance actually. Yeah, she's a
Not
tasking
bad.
student.
Not bad. Are we roasting that post? Can we
Yeah.
zoom in a little bit? Is that
Yeah,
possible?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So this got 100 likes. Quite good. So
That's
many
that's
people.
actually really good. Can I just say straight away how she has in her hook opened up a loop straight away. So I quit corporate to start business. Turns out this is part of something much bigger. So our brain automatically goes, bigger? What bigger? What's the bigger thing? Tell me the bigger thing. I might not even care, but I really need to know the bigger thing now. That's called opening up a loop. So good job there.
Okay. Turns out this
Do you
part.
want me to keep
Yeah,
roasting
I'm
it? I
just
can
waiting
keep
for you
going.
to finish, then I'm gonna give my 2 cents.
Oh, I was finished. I was waiting for you to say
Oh,
something.
no, no.
Okay. So,
You
oh,
finish.
yeah, okay. I mean, we could, so if this is the post we're roasting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So I quit corporate to start a business. Turns out this is part of something bigger. That's actually really good. Last night changed how I see South Africa. Okay. One of the things I do like in posts is sure, put the story in, but make sure it's not one line is saying something and the other line is saying completely something else. Because the second line over here is saying completely something else. I attended a talk by Gigi Alcock about the informal economy, and honestly, it completely shifted my perspective. Okay, so that could have been shortened easily. So it could have just said, last night Gigi Alcock completely changed my perspective. Because now people are thinking, was it a talk? Was it a private meeting? Did he scold her? Did he teach her? What was it? So we want to sometimes stay a bit um, broad in the writing so that the reader can imagine instead of being very narrow in the writing so the reader has no space to imagine. The headlines say South Africa has one of the highest unemployment rates in the world, over 30%. Really? I didn't know that. That's crazy. And I used to believe that narrative as well. But last night opened my eyes to what those statistics actually miss: the hustle. Okay, one of the things I like about this post is if you see she has sentence length variation, which is obviously important. She writes a paragraph, then the next line is 2 words. So good points there. Before last night, I thought South Africa had an unemployment problem. Okay, no good. You know why? Because she just repeated what she has said in the paragraph again. Guys, one of the biggest advice I can give people is stop repeating things in your posts. You will not believe how rare it is to find a post that does not repeat something again and again. So, for example, in that paragraph there, she said that the unemployment statistic was unbelievable, and then she said, "I don't believe the unemployment problem." So she's repeating it. Okay, then can we zoom in just a little bit, please? Okay. Those unemployment numbers, they only measure formal employment. Okay, now another thing you could have done was you could have opened up another loop here saying there's something missing from those unemployment numbers. See that kind of writing, something missing. They're like, okay, I want to read more. They completely ignore the massive informal sector where millions of South Africans aren't waiting for opportunities to fall into our lap. Okay, you are literally repeating what you just said in the line above. So the line above you said they only measure formal employment, and in the line below you're repeating it by making it longer by saying they don't measure informal. Like we understand it. You're saying the same thing again. By the way, this is why this post is so long
Yeah, it's
because she's
very
repeating
long.
things.
Yeah, I'm like,
Instead, we make. Yeah, do you want me to go quicker? Instead, we make. Whoa, that's actually pretty long. Okay.
it's very long.
Instead, we make. Where did that go? Um, yeah. So, yeah. Instead, we make a plan. Sometimes out of nothing, we hustle. Okay, you said the hustle up, and then you have to say the hustle again. I know this because so if it was just me and I wasn't on a webinar with Lara reviewing this, I would have tuned out a long time ago because you repeated things like 4 times already. Which again, we love you, but we would appreciate if you don't repeat things.
Okay.
I think that's enough for this post. Just don't
I think,
repeat and
yeah.
don't and maybe open a bit more of your loops.
I
Do you
think
want to make a
lastly, I like to think Taslim is spot on, and I also want to flag something. The reason why this probably performed better than average, and I think it's giving you a false positive, is also the use of photos here. So Taslim will
The hook
agree.
is good. The hook is good though. I appreciated the hook. So
It is
I
good.
can promise you a lot of people clicked on that post, and I can also tell you a lot of people did not finish it. If that post was written a lot tighter, like let's say how Lara would fix it up or I would write it, that 121 could have been 1200, and that could have been that one breakaway post. Oh,
Yeah.
Cleo's gonna rewrite it. Nice. Okay.
So
Let's
also,
see. Let's
hashtags while it loads, hashtags, don't use them. They don't work on LinkedIn, by the way. So that's already, you have
oh,
a post that's nearly 2,000 characters long. LinkedIn usually prefers 1,000, maybe 1,500 a maximum, because people just won't read that much. The reason why people are consuming content on LinkedIn as experts and business owners is because they want something that's short form. They want information shorter. So what I would do, I would literally cut everything in half. I quit corporate to start business. Turns out I was part of something bigger. Then last night changed how I see South Africa. I attended a talk, and then I would actually turn this into a listicle rather. So like, I did this in X days, then this happened, then Y happened, and then what was the main lesson? So big lesson. I met a lot of entrepreneurs. It inspired me. And today I'm actually, and from today onwards, I'm going to make a plan and live my life, not like a 40-year-old, but as someone that is no longer unemployed. It's basically summarized essentially what you said, but in less than 500 characters, making it easy for people to read, right? Same here. Cleo like sort of rewrote those, and it's like it's giving you sort of like a summarized way of saying this, but essentially my take from this is just simply make things shorter so you can get retention. And then when people will read you when you've gained that almost like social proof from them. It's almost like something that's earned. Same like Mr. Beast of like Alex Ramosi, they had to have millions of reps beforehand with short form and long form content, right? And then anyone will watch a 4-hour podcast of either of them because they've earned that, you know? So essentially that. Taslim, do you have anything to say? We're about to show them the known club.
I literally just want to say that Michelle, I think I got her name right, Michelle Duplessis. I think Michelle is a freaking gangster because she's taking all of this feedback very positively. So we love it, Michelle. And I think you're the exact kind of person that's going to go on and blow up soon because you are actually taking the feedback positively because we're essentially just trying to help you. So great job, Michelle. Um, Also, I do want to say, dude, I can't wait to get these GPTs at the end because they're so good. Like it's unbelievable how good they are. Like amazing.
We look
Also,
at
people keep asking again in the chat hashtag don't
hashtags.
about hashtags. So
Yeah, it
I'll
never
just
work.
quickly answer. Um, LinkedIn has AI that can understand what you're talking about, the context of it, the nature of it, the purpose of it, and so you don't need a hashtag to sort of classify what your post is. Like if you're standing at a beach with your shirt off, you don't need to put a hashtag saying six pack because LinkedIn knows what you're trying to do. And so there's no need to put hashtags anymore. They're sort of been made redundant. And this has been confirmed by LinkedIn. This is not me or Lara making this up.
Also, hashtags look ugly. They don't work. Like if you click on them, they're not gonna show you anything. It's not like Instagram.
Yeah,
And even on Instagram, they don't
exactly.
work anymore. All right.
Exactly. Even Instagram is actually 10 times smarter than LinkedIn at understanding what is being talked about. So yeah, so actually just a whole lot better.
Honestly. All right. So we'll
So just so quickly, are we going into now figuring out how to buy your dad the ticket?
yeah,
Is that what we're doing?
let me. Or you go.
Yeah. No, you go,
Go
of
on.
course. I mean, I'm just excited at looking at what we're gonna do to actually get your dad that trip to Asia.
All right. So as you guys know, how I started this webinar, my dad was watching this webinar. He was like, okay, Lara, like you made me a promise. You guys saw the photo of him watching the webinar. with me and Shan. And so he was like, hey, what happened? Why did you stop? Why did you say only 10 spots left? Or like, why did you close? Well, this time we came back, added that promise, making sure that my dad is proud, making sure that we can take him out and go around the world, fixing his ears, all of these things. And that's one thing why we're doing this today. The second thing is to show you live that not just I, but also Taslim can do this multiple times for hours on end. Taslim, it's currently 5 a.m. where he's at. He's roasted 3 LinkedIn posts, potentially wrote them better than any of us could ever. I've given you the tools. I've shown you how to write a post from scratch. I've given you the entire strategies. And not just that, but I've helped thousands of people do the exact same thing over time. We've got a series of testimonials that if I keep on going through it, every single one of them will run out of time and we'll be here for 3 hours. But hopefully this is enough proof to show you that I not only can do it for myself, I cannot only do it for people that I work with directly, but I can do it at scale, at a mass scale. From people like Hayden, who we've turned into, he's going like $15,000 deals, you know, from people like Misha, who was literally at 0 followers when we met, is now one of the biggest LinkedIn personal brand experts in the UK. That's how like we can do this at all times. Now, if you join the Known Club, which is the offer that you already know about, you will get access to not only me, but also Taslim one-to-one in the group coaching sessions. You get access to Shan, who is an 8-figure agency founder who you guys met last time. And you get access to Harry, who is a marketing agency owner who I've also coached to the multiple 6 figures. We also have Connor, who is a king at marketing. Now, the main premise of this is not just the coaches though, it really is 4 weeks that you have to turn your business into a disgustingly profitable business using content and personal branding, right? But not just that, you will learn the front end and the back end of how to actually use this. Because like I said at the start, virality and understanding strategy is only one part. We've been here for an hour and a half and we only just got through one bit. That's how much information you need to actually take in. And that's why we created a 4-week program that is tailored for every single business owner at any scale to understand, okay, maybe your problem right now is content, so you come to my content classes. But maybe you actually have the content nailed, you keep on going viral. Okay, Lara, that's sorted. Will this work for me? Yes, because we have Shan teaching you how to monetize that traffic. Okay, Lara, but right now I want to get better at psychology. Like my posts are doing well, but I actually want to, you know, kind of get into the thesis and the metrics and all these things about the algorithms and like, am I shadow banned? Am I not shadow banned? Taslim is going to tell you, yes, you are shadow banned, quit. Or he's going to tell you, no, it's all in your head. You can't control it like he did to someone else earlier. And he'll tell you how to actually fix this. I've seen him do this for many people where he's going people asking him, hey, am I shadow banned? No, but your content is kind of like not performing. Let's fix this. And he's done that. He's also been, you know, he's also written for people that have gotten top voice badges, and so do I. Like I've worked with Forbes 30 on the 30s. I've written for every single niche, and we can do this. We can show you exactly how we did that, right? So the duration of this is going to start. We're going to start from the 10th to the 5th of December. And Leva's going to be dropping the link in the chat, by the way. So you can actually go and check out the landing page. We, like I said at the start, we only have 10 spots left. That's it. And Leva's going to drop the link in the chat. So basically, it is 4 weeks accelerator. Last time we had some questions though. Do I need to come to every session? No. But I'd rather you have the lessons than not have them. I've been part of way too many masterminds, accelerator programs that have one session every single week. I can't make the sessions and they're not helpful, right? I wanted to over deliver here, brought in the best coaches I could possibly have so you have an answer to everything, because I know that content is not just one thing that solves everything. It can be for many people, but for some of you, you need to understand monetization. Maybe you saw Shan explaining it on the last day of the webinar series last week, and he broke down exactly how to do hot outreach, right? Hot outreach plus viral content, mega formula. But you need to learn how to do both. I can teach you how to do viral content. Taslim can teach you how to do viral lead generation content. Sean can teach you how to monetize all of that attention. Connor can then teach you how to double that. And then Harry can teach you how to scale that through your network, right? So I've got different types of coaches to teach you all of these different intricate systems that you are literally looking for, right? So I know people are asking for the date. So we start on the 10th of November and we finish on the 5th of December. Okay.
Yeah, Lara. So just quickly, because a lot of people are like worried. Yeah, they're worried if what if they can't make the class? Like, what happens then?
All the calls will be recorded. And if you can't make the class, like if you're like Taslim and you're in Australia, like we will be adding more sessions to actually tailor them to people's time zones because we actually have the capacity for that. Before that, I couldn't do that because Tass, it was just me running the whole thing. Now,
Yeah.
literally
Now
at the
there's so
same
many cool
price,
people.
at the same
Yeah.
price of all of my sold out cohorts. Like I've sold out every single program that I've ever made, and that was just myself. This time, the offer is the same price as before, plus four new coaches, including this wizard, Tass, and me teaching you the A to Z of business and brands.
Look, anyone that's ever actually bought coaching from me, they know that the Known Club, which is the offer that you're presenting at the moment, is actually cheaper than what I charge for coaching anyway. Like, I don't know, I don't understand how that works. I sort of feel like I need to, I don't know. I mean, I'm not getting paid for any of this, but I do love supporting you. So I would say, it is literally just a steal. Also, you mentioned, so because someone asked, can we wait a couple of days or something? But I think you mentioned that because you only are doing this to get your dad that trip, that you're only going to do what, 10 spots today?
10 spots, and then
Okay, so that's going to go like during this webinar anyway. So I would
yeah.
encourage everyone to get on ASAP. Also, because I thought we already have, I think we have plenty of people in there, and we don't want to make it too big. But I guess the audience is lucky that your dad asked you for a nice trip, and now you got to get 10 more spots out.
Levi, I think you already said 2 spots are gone, right? I'm
Yep,
just
we
checking.
Yeah, I'm
have
sure because
8
we had people
left
in there.
now.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to make that the decision, I think you should do that now. Also, just by the way, there's master classes in there from me that where I teach in depth about the algorithm and how you could blow up. And we know that just going viral is not the end all be all of the game. And so that's why there's business experts in there that can help you as well. And again, I'm not getting paid for this. This is Lara's project, but I'm
We just got Taslim to wake up
seconding
at
it
5 a.m. for no reason other than the support.
other than the fact that I do believe in this. And again, I do want people to get the help that they need because that then we get messages like the guy in the chat saying, "Hey Taz, I love you. I love you too, bro."
Aww.
Oh, so yeah, you can continue.
All right. So, anyways, I think personally, the main thing that you guys need to understand is that it is a 4-week accelerated business growth plan through LinkedIn and personal branding. Levi, can you close this? We're having the same issue that Shan had last time. Can you close this so people don't actually get it? I don't want
Oh
people, their
yeah,
editors.
1 second.
Okay, cool. Guys, don't do that. That's really mean. Anyways, if someone deletes what we've done here, I'm actually going to kill you. Leva took so much time making this beautiful Mario board. Please do not destroy it. Anyways, 4 weeks accelerator program, right? What would you do if you knew that you had 4 weeks to build your personal brand, understand what business model you should be using, get access to 4 different coaches at different levels, both nearly all of them have made multiple 6 figures, 7 and even 8 figures, and then you will have them at your fingertips, direct support, right? And on top of that, after the 4 weeks, you get direct access to a Slack community where you can ask questions every single day, and then you'll actually get support. We've got not just the coaches, but an actual support team that will be answering and giving you feedback, plus myself. Okay, right. So now I know I mentioned that we had 10 spots left. I think we now have 7. We also have a special offer for 5 people that join. I'm going to be auditing your LinkedIn specifically, just like I did earlier. So if you join, I'm going to send you special Loom that will be covering exactly what you need to do in order to get the most out of the Known Club. There's going to be personalized for you. I never do this. If you know me, you know I hate one-to-one time. So this is why this come about very rarely. So if you join now, on the link that Leva is going to drop in the chat now, you don't just get access to the discounted price, right, that we have. Oh, what happened? You don't just get access to all of the multiple different bonuses that I've already told you. You get access to Clio for free, which, by the way, I know you guys are already asking for access. Clio is not even accessible to people. You can't buy it, you know?
Bro, I can't get clear. Like seriously,
Sorry.
I'm not even joking.
You're not cool enough.
Because I wasn't quick enough to get on that wait list, and both of you only, like you and Jake only gave it to I think 500 users. Freaking, I can't get it. So just by the way, did someone ask again for the GPT? I think the GPTs are coming in a few minutes, so just stay tuned.
So you get access to Untapped AIs. You also get access to Pablo, which is a Sean's AI tool to actually build and monetize your brand. So if you guys have bought my courses, it's essentially that. It's like a platform where you can actually start monetizing your expertise. It's also, people don't have access to it. I'll show you guys through it in a minute. But basically, you get access to all of that. But the main thing really, and the main thing that you need to consider, Business Accelerator, 4 weeks, right? That's it, right? What could you do in 4 weeks that you couldn't do? Everything that you didn't do over the year, all the plans that you had, your New Year's resolutions that you had that haven't materialized, you have 4 weeks to make them come true. And it is my almost like duty to make them happen. Do you want your next 1,000 followers? Do you actually want your first viral post? Do you want to actually have a final offer that makes sense? Do you actually want to start a community? Do you actually want to monetize your anything that you want? You will have relentless accountability from me and the team so you can actually accomplish these things. Okay? You will have implementation training. If you have a team, if you're a business owner, you will get access to every single thing that me and Shan have ever created on personal brand and monetization, so your team can actually consume it while you're focusing on the other factors, right? And so you get bonus number one, but worth over $1,000. You get every single personal brand course I've ever created. Bonus number two, you get access to Lara AI, which is trained in every single piece of knowledge that I have, even better than the GPTs that we're gonna give you in a minute. You also get access to every single monetization course that Shan has created. So if you guys don't know Shan, he's literally made 300 million plus online, right? He's literally taught me and many other creators like Iman Gaji, Grace Beverly, work with people with brands like Dior. He has enough proof to literally make the price of the program worth it. Like, I think Shan charges potentially more than 2.5K for an hour. So now imagine having him for 4 weeks and plus more for the same price. So that is also like already a steal. Same with me. So bonus number 4, hot outreach MBA. Leva, people are all getting in again. Please stop them. Just make this private. So hot reach MBA, this was probably the best lesson that we had from Shan on the webinar. If you guys didn't make it, you also get access to the exact strategies that he used and the breakdowns that he implemented, from the templates to the outreach strategies to how the full trainings and frameworks to how to get high ticket clients signed. I've seen these work live. Like, my friends have taken Shan's courses and have actually bought into his high ticket. So I know it works. I've seen it firsthand and I've seen the results. And then last 2 bonuses, you get access to Clio for free and you get access to Pablo for free. So you can sell any type of digital product. This is how it looks. So you can literally see how much money you're making, your analytics, how many products you have. And then with Clio, you also saw it, how it works. Like, you can create posts on LinkedIn from scratch. You have a swipe file. You can have your knowledge base. You can literally learn how to write like your favorite creator on here. We have different templates on how to write like me, how to write like Jake, how to write like Justin Welsh, how to write like Jasmine. Taslim will put you in there when you're back writing content after a year.
I don't even have access to Pablo.
You don't have access to anything. You're just here.
I need Clio and Pablo, please. Okay, I've been here for like 2 hours. Can I get access to these things, please? I absolutely need it. They're so good.
Yeah, sure. Maybe if you say please. You've been here for a bit, so yeah. So
yeah.
just to summarize, and if you're excited as that Taslim is, please say one in the chat because I am definitely, and I created these. There's almost like over $5,000 worth of access. Like you can't really get this amount of value anywhere else. And I'm not just saying it's this because it's my product. Like I've literally looked at the product and just thought, okay, we need to make the price $10,000. But we we discussed this internally, and I was like, no, I want every single person that we can possibly close to have access to this. But then we capped it. But now, as we said, I think we now have how many spots left, Leva? 6, 7?
We have 6 left.
Okay, cool. So we just had to, for this one, I was like, okay, we know that we want to do this one last time. So to summarize,
Well,
basically,
before you summarize, so that means that the next person that actually gets in will be included in getting that review from you. And
yeah.
I know the and I know you said you haven't done it before, but I do remember you put a you put a Calendly link, and it was $5,000 to do that same thing. I remember it because I had a look at it, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. I'm glad she's charging
Baller.
so much money that even I can't afford her now.
Oh yeah, we had a $15,000 offer, and then I removed it
Yeah,
because I didn't like the one-to-one. So
yeah,
like I am, and we sold it. We sold around five
yeah.
seats
Of
for
course.
that.
Yeah. So
But
the
I'm
next
not.
person that gets in, so I would say you should probably get in and get that because that's priceless.
Taslim, you sound like you might even buy into the program you're part
I
of.
literally, dude, I was thinking, I'm not kidding. That might be me. I know.
I'll see you
Um, uh,
later.
I might go in and just hide for a second, get my card, and get this out of the way.
Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. Leave. I'll send him the link. All right. So like I said, the like Taslim is literally saying this isn't going to be 15,000, but it could be. This isn't going to be 10,000, but it could be. This isn't even going to be 8,000. The real investment was $5,000. But then, as you guys probably saw last time, we then realized, okay, no, we actually want to make an exclusive webinar offer before we open this to the public today. So after this webinar, the price is going up to $3,000. Okay. So after this, after the 10 spots are sold, if anyone was to get access to it, the price would be higher. If we were to do this again in a few months, the price would be over $3,000, right? Because I'm not kidding. Like after watching Taslim and Shan teach live, I'm just thinking, okay, did I play myself? Yes, I did for you. I know that paying a high ticket price can be quite scary. So I was like, let me just show them what the value is. Let's get some really insane testimonials, and then next time people will have no doubt that this is absolutely the best product in the market. So if you buy today, you will get access to everything that I've been talking about. You get access to me roasting your content live. You get access to my brain. You get access to me showing you specifically how to build your content strategy so you can go viral every single time. Like I implement this every single day. For those that don't see my content online very much, like nearly every single post I ever post goes viral. Like there is not one that doesn't go viral. Even a video like this that is literally over 2 minutes long, that is not even formatted to be perfect. It's got already 23,000 impressions. This one went viral. This one went viral. This one went viral. This one went viral. This even a post from a client went viral. It's not even mine. I was just there. So if this is not enough proof that I can help you do what you want to do, then I don't know what is, right? I've not just done this for myself. I do it for clients. I get people to become top voices in literally no time. Like Misha invested in me, and now she's literally being flown out to Amsterdam, I think, or like asked to go on influencer trips every single time. Is working with her favorite clients and all the time, and we have thousands of people doing the same thing. Now, again, spots are going out. I'm gonna stay in for our Q&A.
Can I
But if
also
you wanna
quickly
be,
mention
yeah.
in that if they purchase right now, doesn't matter the business outcomes they're going to get. Obviously, I mean, there's more than enough evidence here. The value, they can already see it. But most importantly, if they purchase now, they actually help your dad get that trip, and that's priceless. And you know what? Like I think the 10 spots that you open, because it's only 10, and then because you mentioned that we already have a whole bunch of people in there, but once that gets out, or these 10 people that help you get that trip for your dad, I think you should give them a shout out or something too. But yeah,
We
Tanya's
love my
saying she
dad.
just joined, so there you go. Tanya, you just helped Lara make her dad's dream come true. So that's actually that's the real juice here.
That's the real source. I think Taz, you want to see my dad more than
I
anything.
do, I
You love
do,
my dad
I
more.
know, I really do.
All right, cool. Before we get into celebrating that, I know that some of you have a lot of questions. Like I just saw one saying, "Oh, but what about if I get stuck?" Well, listen, like this is why it is an accelerated program, right? This is not just a course. Like Misha got insane results from my course that she bought, right? And then she bought into one-to-one coaching. So it was both. When you buy the Known Club, you get access to both things. You get access to every single piece of course that I've ever done, access to Shan's courses on monetization. But then on top of that, you get 2 hours of teaching every single day. From Monday to Friday from different coaches, and you can pick and choose which one you want to join. And then if you miss one because you're busy at work, because I know you guys have a schedule, you can watch the recording. Everything is going to be accessible for you for a lifetime. So if you don't make it to the lessons on time or live, you can submit your questions and we can answer them as well. And you can also get the recordings of that as well. So there's no like, oh, what if I fall behind? If you fall behind, just tell one of the coaches, hey, I got stuck here. Can you let me know? And we will help you. Like, that's why I'm not doing this on my own, because I really wanted to get this right. I don't want anyone falling behind. We've got the coaches who will be accessible on chat and on Slack. We've got managers who are going to manage the chats and make sure that a customer success manager is going to make sure that you are actually making progress. And my bread and butter when it comes to cohorts and communities is that the accountability element is going to be alive. So we're going to have challenges to keep you accountable. Maybe they would change depending on who is joining. But ideally, like we did for Literally Academy, like I put everyone through a challenge. So there is not a chance of failure because you are forced to take action. You have me and Taslim shouting at you, telling you what you're doing right and wrong. We're celebrating you for your wins, but we're also telling you where you're failing at, which is essentially what you want. You don't want someone that's telling you, oh, you're doing well, but you're not getting any results, right? All right, cool. So, if you want to be like Joseph, getting a fast viral post ever, then join the Known Club. If you want to be like Alan in one of the most boring niches like mortgaging, getting leads equivalent of £15,000, join the Known Club. If you want to be like Sabrina, who is a viral creator, still trusting me with her time and money, and going viral on LinkedIn, sure, join the Known Club. Do you guys need any more proof, or should I get into the Q&A? Leva, how many spots do we have left?
We have 4 left at the moment, and they're running out.
All right, cool. Well, since we're at the 2-hour mark, I'm gonna give you guys the special code. So if you send me an email with the word, what was that, Leva? Where is it?
It's down, down, down.
Great. So if you take a screenshot of this, send me an email, show me the code, we will send you the GPTs that you guys have been working, like expecting. Taslim, you're back. Want to say something else?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just again that code, that trip. That's so cool.
Give me your credit card details.
Well, I'm probably pretty sure you already have them. You know what I'll do? I'll discount you on my next invoice so I get access to the Known
Clio.
Club. Exactly.
Right.
Why pay Stripe all the monies?
Me avoided the transaction fee. All right. Well, has everybody gotten what's the email address? Lara@literallyacademy.com. That drip. Okay. So please take a screenshot that is going in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The code is on the screen.
Yeah, so just so everyone knows, what you have to do is you email that code to that email, and then you get access to the GPTs. Now, why is Lara doing this? So that only the people that have spent the time with us get it, and not everyone that just put their email into the thing, okay? Because we value everyone here, and we value that you've spent the time here.
Yeah, we do. Last time we didn't do that. And yeah. So now let's get into some Q&A. Taslim, do you have time or do you need to go? I know you have a baby.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I can do it. It's okay. I
All
don't hear
right.
my baby crying at the moment, so her mama's looking after her.
What a legend. Leva, how many spots do we have left? Did we sell out? What was going on?
Yeah, we have 2 left now. So guys, hurry up. We are running out of all spots at the moment.
Okay, amazing.
We're very close to getting the dad trip.
Yeah.
Are
Let's
you going to share this
go.
recording? Tas, are we sharing the recording at the end?
Look, I would say there's no point
Das
sharing the
isn't feeling
recording.
generous today.
No, I said I look like shit. So why are we gonna share this recording with like thousands of people? They're gonna be like, now we have weird pictures of tats. Also, the camera the whole time has been like this or this with
Yeah,
me
you've
because
got the worst
I got.
angle.
I know,
I
I
look
know, I
fine.
got. You look perfectly fine. I got locked out of my office, so I'm not in my setup. I'm in my baby room because of that.
All right.
So
So
yeah.
can I pay the course into monthly payments? Yes. So if you guys go onto the landing page, you'll get access to either pay a $500 deposit to get in and secure your spot, or you can actually pay in different options. I think we have different payment plans. Let me walk you through. Meanwhile, Tas, do you want to answer any other questions?
Yeah, someone just said I look handsome, so
Oh, great.
I'm
That's
very
that.
thankful.
All right. So if you go
Okay.
to the known club and you can literally pay in full, or you can pay twice or pay a deposit. So you have three different options. You can pay in full the 2.5K, you get immediate access to everything, or you can pay in two split payments of 1.3K, or pay a deposit of $500 and secure your spot. Those are the three different options, and then Leva's gonna drop in the link in the chat.
So when's this gonna kick off? Like
We kick off on the 10th.
10th of November. Okay, so there's like less than 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
And you
So
know what? This is the best time because if you want to fix up, if you wrecked 2025 and you want to fix 2026, this is it.
yeah, honestly, I hate waiting for the new year to start with my New Year's resolutions, and I think most people do as well. Um, Nothing sucks more than going into a new year and you are overwhelmed, like literally.
Yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely.
let's answer some more questions. When do you have to pay it if we pay the deposit? I think you have to pay the next thing after a week or so. The team can clarify that. I know Connor is in the chat. Can you share the prompt? The prompt is in the email that I'm gonna send you if you took a screenshot of the code. You have a guarantee. Guarantee of what though? Like we can't really
Yeah, that's a good
guarantee.
question.
We can't
Let's
really
unpack
guarantee.
that question.
Yeah, let's unpack it. Okay, you
Yeah.
go
Do you
first.
have a guarantee? Does the person asking for a guarantee have a guarantee that they're gonna
The
live another day? I mean, look, I would suggest that if people offer really aggressive guarantees, you should actually not buy those products very quickly. Unless like you go into Mercedes and they offer like a 5-year guarantee, that's different. And the reason for that is because you should absolutely you should look at the variables that are involved, and there's a lot of variables involved. And so, yeah, I mean, we could say it's guaranteed that you'll get a viral post, it's guaranteed that you'll get a lead, or it's guaranteed all of that. But nothing's guaranteed because the onus of action is on you. But we can guarantee, and we have, and by we I mean Lara. I'm doing the lawyering for her. Is that you've seen that we can guarantee that there's no one in the market that A has an offer that's better for this amount of money. It's unbelievable, or has this much evidence means we know what we're doing. And so if you can find someone like that, yeah, we'll give you your money back. And you know what? You go pay your money to them and we'll all go and learn from them. But we know that there's no one in the market that has more testimonials or has a better offer at the moment. And so this is the place where if you want to change 2026, I would say this is the place for it. Oh, you're on mute.
Right. Okay. And then I see a question here about lead generation. So like if you're a business owner, how you're gonna get leads. Shan actually covered exactly how to do it. I will cover how I get inbound leads. Like I don't know if you guys know this, but I've had multiple $100,000 months, right? All directly through inbound and organic content. If you guys want to learn how to do that, then this is the right place. I've not done it just once, not twice, 4 times. I've done it for a software launch. We literally hit $30,000 in 4 days just because I knew what I was doing. I can do it for any niche. I've done it for clients. One of my clients, Thea Brooke, and I can show you her testimonial. She made, I think it was $40,000 in 4 days because she took one piece of advice that I taught her. She said that she's made maybe 20x her investment in days just because of my advice and my systems and my logic when it came to personal branding. Okay, so Taslim can show you exactly also how to do that. I can show you my way, he'll show you his way. But ideally, if you want to actually get going, get clients for your
Yeah.
business.
Can I also answer a couple of quick questions as well? By
Yeah.
the way, can you see me?
Yes.
Um,
Can't see you.
okay, so someone's asking, is it for me if I don't have any offer? Yes, because when you see other people and their offers, you can understand how to build an offer. And so that will actually help you be so much more confident when you finally do go to market. You should really think about it. Why don't you have an offer? The reason you don't have an offer is because you don't know how you're going to actually sell it. You don't know if it's going to sell. You don't have the community to help you. You don't have the knowledge to put it out there. Once you have all of those things, your brain itself will help you form an offer. So yes, it absolutely is. Also, someone, I think Mariam asked earlier, will this help me make a LinkedIn agency as well? And so quickly, I have trained, I don't even remember how many, but multiple dozens, 60, 70 ghostwriters already on how they can run their agency. And some of them are doing amazing, like multiple six figures. And so while this actual cohort is not designed to teach you how to run an agency, it teaches you everything in the domain of that. So you will it will actually help you a lot. Also, Liba saying only one spot left now, so I don't know. Maybe I should buy that one. Um, People are also there was also another one
Wait, don't
question
forget
for
to tell
Lara.
them the people that are like the next person that buys will get a free loom from me directly roasting your content. So congratulations to the other people that bought. You will get in touch with you in a second, or like we'll get the team doing that. But if you want me to roast your content like just like I did, tell you exactly what's going wrong, tell you exactly what to write about, then this is your chance. I'm never doing this again. It's going to be a long week for me. I'm already struggling. I've
Yeah,
got my thingy on. So please,
yeah.
uh,
Another question, I
yeah.
just want to quickly answer this one, is some Josmarley, sorry, I can't say your name right, is asking, can LinkedIn work for any niche? Okay, here's the technical answer. Imagine you had access to 1 billion people. Automatically, it covers every niche on planet Earth. And so, yes, it can work for every niche. Now, I'm assuming that when you say can LinkedIn work, it means can you run a business in any niche? Yes, of course. Is any niche going to go up and blow up and be viral? I don't really know. But you can absolutely run a business in any niche on LinkedIn um, because of the fact that there's 1 billion people there.
Yeah. I've
Does this work for B2B in-person service? Yes, of course. Um, that's a very quick answer. That's the quickest answer I've ever done. Nabila goes, I just paid. Well, welcome. That will be great. Um, Fatma goes, you put so much effort and add value to this webinar. Oh, thank you. I didn't even fix my hair, so I don't think I put a lot of effort, but I did try
Kathleen,
and
let me
give a
show you
lot of value.
something. Let
Yes.
me So for those that are asking about monetization, and I know some of you already bought, these are some of the systems that we're actually going to be showing instead of like on my end. So I'm not just going to break down exactly how I've monetized my personal brand because many of you will see me and you'll be like, hey, yeah, Lara, it's really easy for you to do this with 2,000 followers, right? Well, 200,000 followers. But I've actually taken time and we've like dissected follow people that have less than 10,000 followers making 6 and 7 figures. We've dissected every single one of their funnels. We've gone from content on how what do they talk about to what is their offer and then tell you exactly how it can work for you. So whether it's their email strategies, whether it is their funnels, whether there is like a different niche. Like Tori here built a 7-figure business from email. Daniel here built a 7-figure business from LinkedIn. They all have different niches. This person is getting a, you know, $100,000, $10,000 for his SaaS business just via LinkedIn and content that doesn't even go viral. Like this post has, you know, 63 likes. This one has 480 likes. It's such, like, you guys are literally at the cusp of getting things right. It's not that you need to go viral every single time. It's that you need to be more targeted. And Taz will say this on and on and on again. We work with clients together and we see this all the time. If you want to get access to your favorite creators' business models, we also dissected that for you so you know exactly how to steal it and what to do. Because I know so many of you are like curious about, oh, how does Alex Hormozi do it? Danko do it? Well, we know they get traffic from social media. They nurture their clients, and then the key here though is this. If you take a screenshot, this is why I'm showing it to you, because if you take a screenshot of this, you still won't know what to do with the information. The implementation and us guiding you through it is what actually makes sense. Like if you, okay, generate traffic, nurture and educate, convert leads, everybody knows this, but nobody knows how, and nobody knows how to do it for you. Only you or an agency. I'm both. Taslim is both. And so when we cover this together, we're actually going through, run you through, okay, how can you do it? What is your offer? How does this make sense? How do you convert them? What digital product can you use? How does your business currently relate to all of this? How can you actually expand on all of this, right? So we broke down multiple ones of them, but maybe you know Matt as well, and maybe you've tried his like strategies. Oh, Lara, I've done lead magnets before like him, but why am I not converting? Oh, because you're missing the entire other business process that you don't know about, that Taslim and I have studied from the back end to the front end, right? It's not just about the one post that everybody thinks that's working. It's not about creating educational and storytelling content. That doesn't always work. In fact, it works even worse than if you did nothing, to be honest, because it often just looks bad because you're obviously just copying someone else. And like we said, templates don't work anymore. What works is actually knowing what your offer is, having personalized advice, and then moving forward with that advice and having someone to guide you through exactly what you need to be doing. Taz, do you have anything to add here?
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking that it's like, it's like copying someone else's prescription and then thinking why my disease didn't get fixed. It's because you didn't come to the doctor, mate. Like you can't just copy someone else's medicine and be like, oh, this is gonna fix me. Everyone's situation is unique, and I think that's why this time you've put in so much actual access to yourself. Because I think all the other courses are like, oh, here's a community full of a couple of hundred people. And look, I've run a few communities like that. It's always best to get more access. So how much access do these people have to you, like to you in this thing?
They get me for 2 hours every single Monday. Plus, they get to talk to me every
No.
day. Yeah, and you,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
Shan.
well, yeah. And so there's a Slack thing in there where they can just ask us if they have a specific question.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
you're charging way too less for this. I'm just gonna be honest.
I know.
And you know I actually mean it. Like you're definitely charging. This is not enough money for it.
We only
You should
get free
charge more.
access. It's fine though. It's fine. It'll be worth it.
It's fine. It's fine. I have 6 other businesses. Yes, I get it.
Is it a one-to-one or a group call for 2 hours per week? It's a group call. If it was a one-to-one, I don't think I'd be alive, or any of the coaches would be. But the thing with group calls though is that you actually get to interact with a community of people that actually get you. My first program that we ever ran, Beverly was just here, and multiple other members from my first ever cohort. The reason why it worked for them, it was obviously the information and their implementation, but their ability to build a community that made them accountable. It is very similar to my story. When I first started my entrepreneurship journey, I joined a Facebook group that I was free. And then that thing literally made me who I am because I was being held accountable every single day to my goals, right? And so
And
when
can
you
I can I
have,
also say the other thing that made you who you are is all the people you surrounded yourself with, because they like people keep pushing you to get to that next level. It's the environment you make for yourself that makes all the difference. So if you're struggling to actually do anything on LinkedIn, and now you're going to be surrounded by Lara, Sean, Harry, me, you're gonna see the needle move. Also,
Yeah.
someone asked, Karen asked if she could ask a question like, in the known club, like, could you improve my lead magnet?
Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
that's
I'm sure you can,
literally
of
that's why
course.
we're doing everything. So you won't just have access to, like, let me just be clear. And I know I'm gonna run this for 30 more minutes. If Taz needs to go, it's fine. I have no plans. I canceled my dinner plans for this. If you join the known club, you get access to the coaches, you get access to the information, you can ask any questions. Like, it is a community for a reason as well. It's not just a course, it's not a program, otherwise we just would have launched another course. You get direct access to me. I'm gonna answer your questions. Obviously, if they're, please just don't ask stupid questions like, can you roast my banner? Like, no. Like, we would be covering that in day one. More like, how do I monetize? Like, what is my offer? Stuff like that. Yes, you can also ask Chan. You can also ask Taslim. You can ask anyone, and the right people will answer. So you can ask any questions. You will get feedback within probably like 42 hours, maybe 3 days maximum, and then you can come back to the next lesson with the implementation, and we can actually see if it worked or if it didn't. Can I please pay 5 months, 500? No, I don't think that's good for us, and I don't think it would be a good investment for you. Uh, just keep your
Also,
money.
someone saying, I think Barbara is saying that she had a problem with the payment, that maybe she can pay by invoice. So maybe you want to get your team to talk to her, and sort that out with her.
Yes, we'll
Um,
be reaching out to her after this.
awesome, awesome, awesome,
All
awesome.
right.
Your team, meaning my ex team. Anyway, I'm gonna I'm gonna go now. Hey,
Yeah, love.
um,
You're gonna go? Okay.
uh, yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Because it's Halloween on a Friday night today, and I better prepare for that.
All right,
But
Taslim.
anyway, this was a
See you
lot of
next
fun.
week.
Yes, of course. This is a lot of fun. And look, whoever gets in, I'll see you inside the known club. And as far as I know, this is the only place that you'll be able to get these many people. So see you in there. And until then, take care. I'm gonna
Bye,
run now.
Tas.
So ciao.
Happy
Bye
Halloween.
bye. Bye
All
bye.
right.
Talk soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Taslim. Thank you so much. Had such a good time with him. Very good friend of mine. Literally saw me come up. We came up together. Um, we worked together in multiple different ways. So I'm gonna go in the next 10 minutes. Ask me any questions you need, specifically about the known club. We have, I think, one spot left. Maybe I'll open one other one. I don't know. However, like Barbara said, this is extremely personalized. That's why I am literally begging you to join right now. Like, I have not seen this happen anywhere else. It is going to be an accelerated business growth plan. 2 lessons, no, 2 hours every day. Monetization, content, ads, funnels, landing pages, algorithms, agency building, monetization, offer building, structuring, networking. 8-figure founder, 7-figure founder, multi-6-figure founders. Like, I don't think you could ever get access to something so specific and actionable than the Known Club. I have full belief that this is going to be my best course yet, or like my best program yet for business owners. So I'm reading the chat. Couldn't use my company card. Oh, it's fine. Hopefully you can get to use it. Thank you guys. Thank you, Toby. When does it start? It starts from the 10th of November. So that's in less than 2 weeks. We'll be finished by, I don't know, the 4 weeks will be finished by December. But then you get to keep access for 6 months. Okay? So you get access to everything lifetime, but you get access to the Slack channel for 6 months. Send email once signed up. All content is available for life. Yep. So you get lifetime access to every single course I've ever made, every single course that Sean has made, right? I hear you all day obsessed. I'm like obsessed. Thank you. I wish I loved how I spoke all the time, but I think I just get tired of speaking about the same thing. I'm gonna get more excited when I get to talk about very specific problems on the Known Club. Lara will also record, yeah. Last chance to join the Known Club, Lara will also record a personalized Loom grilling your content and profile. I don't do this. I've actually gotten myself out of that business. I've lost so much money because I don't do that anymore. It is impossible to reach me. You can ask anyone. I just avoid that. I just paid. How much would I be charged? Okay. Can I be for non-business owners too? If you are a creator that wants to monetize your business, yeah, that's how I started. I didn't want to start a business, but then LinkedIn literally assigned me one. So if you want to learn how to build your personal brand and then kind of like future proof yourself for the future and actually grow a following, get to speak at a podcast, become an authority, go viral, share your story, be your most authentic self online, sure. That's literally the first iteration of the program. But then we realized that most people want to do both. They want to go viral and do monetization. I personally would have done an entire course on just how to grow your LinkedIn, but I thought I need to add something that makes people make money. Because growing a personal brand is so cool. I can do that day and night, like we just showed you. But yeah, so essentially, yes, this is for you if you just want to build your personal brand, and then hopefully in the future that you'll have an offer. We can also help you figure that out as well. So yeah, it's not for it can be for non-business owners. All right. So guys, go get your spot. I don't know what you're waiting. There's 130 of you still here. What are you waiting for? What is the one thing? The 2.5K you're going to spend anyway, I'm just going to tell you that up front. Like, you're going to spend it either on something that you won't use, on a holiday that you're going to regret. You're going to save it for the right time. You need, right now is the time. If you watch my 3-day webinar series and you're still here, what are you waiting for? Watching me do these videos, these webinars won't help you to the extent that you think it will. It will help you to get the context. You can get the GPTs as well, but then you won't know how to implement them, right? This is why I'm always like, oh, Lara, I'm scared of giving 99% of information away for free. What if I'm like, I don't care. Like, I literally just gave you my entire process, right? But I know you need my help to implement it. I know you need Taslim's help to implement it. I know you need Shan. I know you need Harry and you need Connor to show you emails. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. I keep on copying and pasting the same link. Will be the best investment, yes. We'll come back for the course sooner or later. Then why not do it now? All right, any other questions before I leave you guys to it? I think we're probably sold out by now. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I shall be replying to your emails in a second as well after I log off. No more questions. You have 10 seconds to ask me one question. If not, I'm going to go and leave you guys to it. Look out for that email that I'm going to send you guys that send me the code. And then I'm going to confirm with Taslim we can send the recording. Hopefully, yes. No, GPT. You should get the GPT on email. If you see this say about scheduling posts, yes or no. It depends. You can schedule a post, but you need to make sure that you're there for the engagement. I think that's why people just fail at content, because they post and ghost. If you post and ghost, then like, where's the conversation? Content on LinkedIn is a conversation. But if you're not there to create a conversation, then who do you think is gonna do it? So yeah, basically don't schedule posts if you're just gonna post and ghost. That's my main thesis. Thank you for the webinar and your YouTube video. Thank you. That YouTube video is doing amazing. If you haven't started a business yet, but I think that now what I want to do, I'm a chef. Would you kindly explain how the Known Club could help me? So if you're a chef, right? If you're a chef and you're creating content either on LinkedIn or offline, you're building your personal brand. What does that do for a chef? It does two things. You can monetize your expertise by productizing your knowledge. So you can productize in multiple ways. You could either productize as in do a video course on how to become a chef or how to cook X, Y, and Z dish. Now you have the course. You can put it on Pablo, which is a tool that is exclusively available for members. Then you can create content on LinkedIn about it, right? So now you need the marketing and distribution, right? So you've got the product built through what we'll guide you to do. You've got the marketing to get the distribution to the product, and now you need the personal brand to gain that credibility. So let's say you've done a Michelin star thing, or you're Michelin star chef, or nearby, or somewhere, like you've got some authority. You can use that in your content. You can then drive traffic to it. Then you can monetize your expertise without having to work all the time, because then you have a literal flywheel of people, right? Thank you, Lara. Thank you for staying, guys. Had so much fun. Might run this again. I want to get better at these and make them shorter, obviously. These keep on getting 3 hours long. What was the reason behind building the Gnome Club? I have never come across such an authentic offer before. So what was the core? I'm just firstly I was tired. So I was tired of two things. Tired of being tired, because the last cohorts that I ran, it was all me. And I was burnt out, and I just wanted to do them more often, right? So how do I do that? Well, I need more coaches. Oh, wait, I have a great network of people. Okay, cool. So I've got a great network of people that have done insane things. Again, you guys are still here. I think I need to show you this again. Like, do you guys know who Shan is? Do you guys know who I am? So after realizing, okay, I've been featured in Forbes multiple times. Shan has worked with literally my dream people. So he owns Gemflow, 8-figure founder. You guys literally can Google him, go watch his podcast, and then you'll regret not buying right now. He's been able to make me hit $1 million for like our business together that we have, literally Academy, right? That is in 1 year. Yeah. So I was like, well, I could potentially try and teach monetization, or I could just bring Shan to do it. Then we have Connor, who writes a lot of my emails. Some of them have made us $10,000 in 1 day, like an email, not a single social media post. So like there's different levels of things, and I was like, there is so much stuff to talk about beyond just writing better LinkedIn posts. There's so many writing courses out there. There's so many personal brand courses that don't even get the vibes. Like they don't even get it. So I'm like, well, it's about the content, of course. Virality is important, especially for me. I love getting dopamine, but then it is important to also teach the other side, which is likes aren't always cash unless you know how to do it, which is what I do, because I have the entire ecosystem built through these people that I just showed you that are going to be your personalized coaches. Thank you for the rose. This was fun. Thank you, Michelle. Hopefully I see you in the Gnome Club. I don't know if you joined. And then I need to do the live roastings. Please, I have a question on personal brand. I want to start out as a web designer. I also want to talk about the journey of creating my food company, but I don't feel okay putting them together on one account. What do I do? I'm confused. Well, I think back to what I was saying, you need to make, like, the reason why you want to build your personal brand is to make money. So you need to focus on that. So how are you being useful to someone? Your food company, like, what is your focus? You need to focus on that. If web design is what's making you money and keeping you alive, then I would focus on that. And then the food business or company could be the side hustle until it replaces the income for your main hustle. Or you could take a bet and just talk about your food company, but like design as a freelancer is actually quite good. It's a really good niche on LinkedIn. Everybody needs design. A food company may be a little bit harder, and I think you potentially need more capital to invest. So you're probably already doing that, but you need the capital to reinvest into the other business. You might as well build your personal brand to get as many leads as fast as possible, then relocate the cash and kind of like pivot your brand onto being a serial entrepreneur. That's what I've done as well. Thank you. I joined and look forward to my roasting. Karen, nice. Can't wait. Lara, please analyze my profile. No, we've already done that. Web design to get funds from it. Yeah, exactly. So right now you need to focus on getting inbound and lead flow. Cash is important. I've got a very specialized case. I'm an aerospace engineer, but recently have funded a startup in skincare. But eventually, I want to establish myself in my old industry, have no clue what services can sell as a digital product. Well, skincare, super profitable niche. I don't know what type of skincare you do. I do a lot of lymphatic drainage. You have no idea how much money I've spent on courses about lymphatic drainage and coaches and just overall tools. So that is a niche. Other people like dealing with polycystic acne, that is a course. When it comes to pivoting back to aerospace and engineering, let me tell you a story. I have a friend called Jody. We made her go viral in 42 hours. I literally flew from London to Spain to see her. And what happened was she has multiple niches. One of them was her new AI business. She's also a powerlifter. She also is an ex-agency owner. So there's like 3 different things that didn't really make sense, right? So we're like, okay, what? And I had to go back here. Please create content on LinkedIn because I feel like you as a woman are so inspiring because you have all of this experience, probably similar to you, right? Aerospace engineering, what? That's crazy, right? And now you have this beauty thing. That's also cool. So you can still incorporate areas of either. You just need to know what the main focus is. So if your main focus is like the skincare business because it's like your one that's making the most cash flow, then you focus your niche on being that, but you still weave in your story. Like I have a beauty business in right now, but I started as an aerospace engineer. That's a great hook. Tasneem would literally drool over this. You can also use the GPT to start writing your first post about it. Just be like, hey, make it a bit polarizing, or like, this is like paradox. This is a paradox. It's contradicting. Is having a LinkedIn newsletter outdated? Yeah, hell yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah,
My
I
head
just
hurts.
want to say that we have sold out all the spots, Lara. It's
Are
time to
we?
take your dad to that trip and make a post on it too. We want to see your dad being super duper happy.
I want to see my dad too. All right, perfect. Yeah, we are sold out. That's crazy. Okay, cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Look out for that email that we'll send you with the GPTs. And then thank you so much for literally spending the last 2 hours and a half with me. It means so much. I love you guys. If you didn't make it to this round, just stay tuned for the next one. And if you have any more questions, if there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. I don't want to leave. I literally don't want to leave. I could talk to you all the guys all day. All right. All right. Love you guys. Happy Halloween. Bye.